Welcome to the 2011 Ontario Volleyball Championships here at Rim Park in Waterloo. I'm your host, Danielle DeGraw. Well, for the next hour, you're going to be in for a real treat. Two local area teams are competing, the Kitchener-Waterloo Predators versus the Stratford Stingers. And if you're sitting at home thinking these ladies are all sweet and innocent, think again. Off the court, maybe. On the court, fierce competitors ready to rumble. Two guys that are ready to rumble for your game today, calling it, are Russ and Chris. Russ, Chris?
Thanks, Danielle. Chris alongside Russ. We have the Predators and Stingers. The Predators are serving first. It is Meisner back. Predators to our right in purple. The Stingers in the dark to our left. Two very young teams expecting a good matchup. The Predators had a very good tournament at the under-17. This is an under-17 team on the left on your screen in purple. Russ, they did very well at the under-17 tournament.
Yeah, well, actually, they were the best 17-under team in the tournament. Unfortunately, the best team in the tournament was a 16-under team from London. It was a dynamite final. But this is the four-city. This Predator team is extremely well skilled. Very good passing, great transition. I think they're going to give Stratford a lot to handle. I think they're the sixth seed in the tournament.
Katie McClay with the initial serve for the Predators. They're chasing down the ball. Again,
we're talking as we did in the first game. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, and we've got teenagers. It's going to be scrambling early until they get used to this environment of playing in a hockey arena. So it's going to be tough early, I think. Well, there's a tough set right on top of the net. Nice play by number 2.
Nova Bosanowski. Number 4 back for the Predators.
Corinne
Mazurkowicz.
She's a London who's coming from London to play for the Predators. Nice play out of the middle by number 2, Kira Dietermedi. A 5-5 middle making a kill. Candace, I don't think Paul Pavin, the Predator coach, is going to be too happy about that. It should be a mismatch for Candace Scott in the middle, but we'll see.
Probably the shortest middle in the tournament.
Shannon Ladone hitting a ball. Another really good block outside by number 5, Hillary Britt for Stratford. That's a good start. Stratford 4-2.
Number 12 back, Sarah Francis for the Stingers.
Nice deep serve, just long. Nice play by Katie McClay to watch it out of bounds. Katie McClay actually is a Stratford resident, but she's come over to play for the Predators. A tremendous addition to this team. Shannon Ladone is now serving the left-hander for the Predators.
Down the line. No one home fought the initial pass. We talked about it last game, Russ, how important that first pass is. And a nice pass, just in the wrong location. No one there to receive it.
Yeah, well, Stratford has got off to a good start. Again, from what I said before, you want to be close, around 7 points. And it's 4-3, I think, right now.
Shannon Ladone with the jump serve to Marissa Thompson. A nice block by the Predators. That's number 8, Candace Scott, getting up for the purple.
Hillary Britt has got to do a little bit more with the ball. She's at their own attack line. She has to more than just hit the ball straight. Candace Scott has got a fairly large wingspan. She's got to hit the ball higher and deeper. This could be 4 contacts, yes. There was 2 contacts on the first serve. This is where inexperience makes a big difference right now for Stratford. As you can see, there's been 3 of the last 4 serves. They have not done a good job of passing and basically given the Predators some points. There's a nice short serve.
She's at it again, Candace Scott. That height is getting the Predators some points. We talked about it earlier.
That's right.
Predators a much taller team.
We also saw, as in the first game, that short serve is so devastating if the team can't deal with it. Most teams used to use a 3-man reception or 3-person reception.
Getting up again, there's Scott. Scott and Bosanowski, both twin towers up there for the Predators, having a very good game early on, getting quite a few points as now the Predators have doubled up the Stingers.
Stratford just has to get that ball off the net to give Sarah Long a chance to set the ball.
Number 5, Hillary Britt for the Stingers with a nice deep volley. And a great attack again as Scott. 5'11", looks about 6'3" compared to the rest of the players out here today.
Oh!
And the ball hits
you
our
broke
television.
the camera. gone.
When you're in the action, you're in the action on Rogers TV.
So now what do I do?
There we go. Don't worry, our television set's back
I
up.
wonder if I'm going to get extra pay because I just did a techie job.
Oh.
That's probably the most I can do with this kind of stuff.
Not to mention the danger
Yeah.
of us sitting
Danger
courtside
play.
here to bring the action to the viewers.
Anyway, we should get back to the game now. I think we saw with that last rally, the Predator game, really good passing. Marissa Motor made a really nice pass out of the middle, and they ran a quick step around. Paul Pavin, the coach, really works hard at developing a fast offense, and if you allow them to run it, they're going to be really hard to handle. Stratford is just out of sync right now. They're not passing the serve at all. I think they were leading 4-2 at one time.
Yeah, they were, and they haven't really had a chance since that point to run their offense. The Predators have completely taken over. And you talked to Paul Pavin before the game, and he was talking about using his rotation and sticking to that rotation no matter what. Seems to be working early on.
Well, I mean, he's one of the, I don't know the other teams, but he has 8 or 9 solid players, so there isn't much of a come down between this lineup and the next lineup he used in the second game. There's a fast offense again.
And a solid
again,
hit there by Scott.
There's a nice pass by Katie McClay, and again, Candace Scott is having a field day right now with that quick step around. But Stratford just is not passing the ball, and we saw the same thing happen to Georgetown in the first game. If you can't pass the ball against a good team, you're in big trouble.
Scott's probably had a good 5 or 6 of the last points.
So there's that short serve.
Ladone again.
Yeah, and there's trouble. The setter's not getting in fast enough. Sarah Lang is not their setter. Stratford's been hit by a big problem. Their regular setter Kelsey Leota, is injured, and so Sarah is being pressed into duty, so we shouldn't be too hard on her, but she's just not getting in fast enough right now.
This Stratford team has a 16-year-old, a couple 17-year-olds on the team, and their best hitter is actually an overager who's ineligible to play in the tournament, so they're playing a little short-handed, but obviously giving it their all, playing against the Kitchener team who is all 17.
Yeah, it's a 17 team playing at the 18 level, and I suspect that they'll be in medal contention. So number 5, Hillary Britt, going back to serve, a power hitter. She just made a really nice kill off the hands of Robin Meisner. Nice pass by Moda. There's that step around again. Wow.
Dominance.
That's a great job right now. They work hard at that play, and Marissa Moda made that play work with a really nice first pass.
Well, Russ, I got to ask you, what can Stratford do against Candace Scott, 5'11"? They have one player who's within 2 inches of her, but with her vertical, she gets up there.
That's how they stop that play, by having Kitchener miss the serve. Basically, Stratford has to pass the ball, so they run an offense, and Kitchener can't run theirs. Right now, Kitchener's running their offense because Stratford isn't doing much with the ball on offense. See right there, it's a weaker pass. Now they've got to go back row, and they still score by Nova Bozanowski.
Marissa Moda with the initial receiving for the Predators, who goes off right now in place for number 4. That's Mazurkowicz.
Yeah, the libero goes off for the middle player, and so Candace Scott will serve, and then she'll leave the game after the serving rotations is completed. So again, serve reception is a huge problem.
Allie McNeil-Smith can't handle the serve. She's in white. She's libero, only plays the back row. Marissa Moda also in white for the KW Predators.
Katie McClay from Stratford, they're showing on the screen, getting ready at the front row. That's a great pass by Smith. The ball was set way too tight, and there's another problem when you're undersized. If you set the ball on top of the net like that, just bad things happen all the time.
Here comes the serve from Kitchener.
Oh,
unable
another
to handle
tough
it.
serve by Nova.
Marissa Thompson
I'm sorry, Candace Scott continuing to serve. I think that's at least 5 points that she has scored. It's 16-6 for Kitchener. This is going to be balls off the block. No,
that's one of the first attacks Stratford's almost had in this game, I think, and going to get a timeout.
That was a good swing, though. I mean, you can't really get too angry at a player for missing that kind of a ball. The block was well formed. Kitchener has a good defense, so she tried for a deep hit. She just missed it. So that's not something That's the problem. The problem for Stratford right now is their first ball passing, especially in serve reception. I think it's cost them more than half of their points. And because they're not running on offense, Kitchener, who does pass well, has that great step around. So the coach, as you can see on the screen, Helen Thompson is trying to get them going, but they do not look very excited right now. I think they kind of know that they're being overmatched.
Yeah, I think they knew that they would be a tough one going into it. I don't think they thought that it would be this tough. They haven't really had a chance to even play. There hasn't been many rallies. Quick offense by the Preds, like you mentioned, has been deadly for them, and it's working right now. And we've seen the size advantage come into play quite often.
So Candace
Scott continues to serve for the Predators. Serves it to number 3, Marissa Thompson.
So they're coming up out of the back row. A nice pass by Ladone, and there's the middle attack.
Middle attack number 4, Zerkowitz, gets her first point of the game, I believe.
Now again, but also the middle player for Stratford's got to be a little smarter than that. You can't jump with the setter. The big force Predators have been hurting them out of the middle. So number 4 is a player that has to have a block, and the setter went, and the middle blocker went with the setter. There's a great short serve. Off the block, out of bounds.
Off the net, and it is off the block.
Yeah, Katie Banks up there is a solid referee. She knows this game well, and that was a good call.
Right in front of her.
18-7 now for Kitchener, 7 serving 18 as Sarah Lang back to serve for Stratford.
Serves it to Wozanowski.
Another nice pass.
Back up to number 6, Katie McClay.
A great dig back there by Didomidi.
They're forced to give a free ball over, though.
There's a back outside again to McClay. Oh, wow.
Great dig.
Nice defense there by number 5, Hillary Britt.
Best rally of the game right here.
There's the back row to Ladone. Nice hands at the net.
Nice dig by Wozanowski.
This is a good stuff right here.
Nice dig off the block. 13 with the tip. Nice play by Robin Meisner.
I really like what the Predators do on power attack. They bring their power hitter way in under the block. It's going to be very, very difficult for any team to score on this team on the short ball over the block. They played that so well. McClay was way over the other side. It's a nice defense.
Robin Meisner back for the serve after her point.
Another weak pass, and here comes another step around.
Great step by
and there's an X. So the Predators have set up the step around with the middle, and Ladone is in the front row, and so right side player came in and hit the ball out of the middle. Very confusing, very difficult to block.
Ladone came back from the back row in the previous rally, the long one there, and she soared through there, and she got up pretty high on that one.
Again, we've got a back row coming up from Stratford. Nice ball, but again, Nova Bozanowski was a nice ball, giving up a free ball to Stratford. The Predators just don't let the ball drop. Nice block by Shannon Ladone. But they have a very active back row. If you get a chance on the screen sometimes to watch number 9 Motor in the white, she is very active. She's I call a green light player. She often senses where the ball is going, and so she's technically out of position, but she wants the ball. Right. Those are the players you want on your team who are not afraid to play the ball when the pressure's on. So Robin Meisner serving now for Kitchener.
You always want someone who wants the ball on the floor, especially in those key situations, which I'm sure the Preds will see later on in the tournament.
Kitchener's running a nice offense right now, and Stratford is just playing, just trying to keep sharp down. Wow.
There's Katie McClay with a great attack.
She pounded that and get some great defense by Stratford right now. They're getting a lot of balls hit at them. Great swing by Ladone on a ball set outside the antenna.
Well, can't handle it in the back row. There's Robin Meisner.
Marissa Thompson, that's a really nice swing. Sometimes points should be worth more than 1 point because Stratford really earned that one. They made 3 excellent digs. They're back on their heels a lot. The Predators are so aggressive. It's tough to score. There's another nice pass. Mazuski, there you go.
She's happy about that one. That was a great strike. She got up there nice and high.